Kerr-Wright, the Cosmic Cupcake, with your forecast for July 21st through the 28th. And I'm also going to add in there from the 29th through the first week in August, whatever that is, because we have a major planetary configuration coming up on the 29th, which is going to bring some very far-reaching effects. And I will not be doing a video next week because I will be at Fandom Fest in Kentucky, hanging out with like the Walking Dead cast and all that. Yeah, like I'll get to see them. I'll be doing readings up there. So if you're in the Kentucky area, come by and see me. I will be in booth 601. Guys, this week we have a couple of planets moving into new signs. Now, if you think about the planets as actors and the signs as their costumes, that's how the different things work together in astrology here. So when they change costumes, we experience that same type of energy through a different filter. Now on Monday, Venus, the planet of love, is going to enter Virgo. So Virgo is a little bit of a cooler sign than where it's been lately. It's the perfectionist, as you know. So watch out for being a little bit too critical maybe of loved ones this week. Also that day, the same day, a lot of stuff happens on Monday here. The same day the sun moves into fun-loving Leo. So just lighten up overall. Play, have some fun. And, you know, really bask in that Leo energy, that wonderful playful energy. Full moon in Aquarius that day also brings to light our friendship. So as it always goes, on the new moon you manifest, and on the full moon you get to see what the hell you created. And again, this focus is going to be on friendships and groups and organizations that we belong to and things. So you may want to, dump some of those old friends that aren't doing you any good anymore and look at joining some groups where you can make some brand new friends that are going to be much better for you. So however that works for you. But since I'm not going to be around the following week or able to do a video for the following week, I wanted to include something major that's coming up for July 29th. And that is something called the Grand Sextile. And what it is it's two trines, one right side up, the other one upside down. Trines are aspects of ease and flow. In this formation, the Grand Sextile, we've had these before, but not in this exact configuration. Back in the 80s, I believe it was 1987, and they were calling it the harmonic convergence, and it was when, everything was going to be in this certain line, and everybody was to meditate and, kumbaya and all that stuff. And it really was, though, in spite of all the Fruit Loops that came out and did all kinds of weird stuff or whatever, there was some really, really powerful energy in that one. This one, I believe, is going to be even more powerful. Now, the Grand Sextile, of course, it includes oppositions and, in the trine, and then the sextiles, sextiles are aspects of opportunity. So this is where, something presents itself to you, but you kind of have to take it and make sure that you, do something about it. You can't just sit there and wait for something else to drop in your lap. So it's a powerful, powerful shift. And personally, what I would use this energy for is, if you've never meditated in your life, this is a great time to do it. And it happens at exactly 1:30 p.m. Central Time on July 29th. A lot of people are predicting that it's going to be this feel good, this kind of coming together of the whole planet. It's also, I've read people talking about that it's the return of the feminine energy, the feminine divine energy. So, yeah, watch out. We bitches are taking over. So, as if we already haven't. Personally, the way I kind of read it, I would use this energy to manifest forgiveness and healing, and definitely to spark your creativity. Creative people can just really go through the roof at this time. Again, meditation for the 4 days before and the 4 days after. Any time you can spend in that space is going to be great. And, of course, you guys know me, and I'm not a real, peace, love, and all that kind of thing person. But this is really a chance for this world to kind of come together. It really, literally is. So anything we can do to help heal this planet and stop the craziness that's going on in this world, this is the time to take advantage of this energy. This is an amazing configuration that's just enveloping this planet. So, don't waste it. What the hell you got to lose, right? So, and world peace. It is just a chance for all of us to really get a hold of seeing things in a more positive light. And couldn't we all use that? So, the planets involved, the planets and signs involved is Moon in Taurus, Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn in Scorpio, Pluto in Capricorn, Neptune in Pisces, and Venus in Virgo, and I read those just because I didn't want to leave anything out, although I did forget Chiron is in the mix, and that's where a lot of the healing and forgiveness comes from. So what I came up with is kind of your mantra for the next, going forward past this, and if you want to kind of think along these lines, if you do choose to be in some sort of meditation or manifestation, doing any kind of manifesting during this grand sextile, these would be the things that you would want to think of. And again, this is just for sun sign and ascendant. It may not exactly be, we do general readings here because there's no way for me to possibly do all of your charts in a 5-minute video. So if you really want to know where this energy is all going to play out in your personal chart, just contact me, okay? But here by sign is what I came up with here. For Aries, this is a chance for you to create a kinder, gentler you. Yes, really. Allow yourself to stop competing as much. And we all have to have that drive, and that's what's so great about you, is you get things done. But just maybe tame the warrior just a little bit. Taurus, whether you believe what someone says or not, your new mantra should be this phrase: you may be right. Yeah, that's when I learned. It doesn't say that they're wrong. It doesn't say that they're right. It doesn't say that you're right or you're wrong. It's just, you may be right. Yeah, I learned that from a very wise man. So try that one going forward. Gemini, this new wave can show you how to focus on one thing at a time rather than everything all at once. The Gemini mind, of course, that's one of your greatest gifts, is your ability to multitask. However, sometimes it can manifest as scattered energy. So if you're one of those more scattered Geminis, rein it in. Ask for some help from the universe to kind of give you more focus. Cancer, this is a great time for you to get off your emotional roller coaster. We know Cancers have those deep moods like Scorpios, and ask the universe to help balance your emotions. Leo, your request might be for humility. Now, I personally know many Leos who are extremely humble, my husband for one. However, sometimes it comes still with that little resentment, like, okay, I'm going to stay in the background here and let them have the spotlight, but, I really want to be doing that. So if you're that kind of person who is harboring that kind of energy, ask for that to be removed, so that you can have a little more peace and allow people and enjoy people being in the spotlight and getting the attention. Virgo, a more empathetic version of you can emerge. So forgiveness of yourself, you guys would really want to really look at that now. That's going to allow you to be more forgiving when others don't live up to your expectations or don't behave the way you think they should. So Libra, you're going to want to focus on trusting your own intuition. End of story. Okay? That's going to help you with your decision-making processes. So ask for that, ask for that clear understanding for yourself. Scorpio, you may want to ask to be released of the desire to be the first and the best in everything. Life is much easier without all of that extreme intensity. Again, having that drive is great. You want to have that passion and that drive. But, if you're burning out, this is a great time to sit in meditation and ask to be relieved of that I know that I'm a Scorpio, remember? Sagittarius, your personal boundaries are under scrutiny during this time, okay? So slow down and ask for more discernment in allowing other people to do what's theirs to do instead of you just charging in and doing it for them. So generosity is wonderful, absolutely. Do not, quell that generous spirit that you have, but there's a point where, maybe they just need to do it for themselves. So you and Cancers are like that a lot. Capricorn, review your accomplishments during this time. This is a beautiful time to take stock of everything that you've created in your life thus far, and notice that any worrying you did about achieving your goals is a bunch of BS, right? Because you generally got where you were going anyways. Yeah. So now you can sort of go get what you want with a little more confidence. Aquarius, less talk, more action is your new mantra going forward from this grand sextile. And take things a step at a time towards your dreams instead of just talk until you just never get anything done or talk yourself out of it. That happens sometimes too. So, and finally Pisces, listen you guys, you're the natural psychics of the zodiac, right? But I bet 9 times out of 10 when I ask a Pisces, so do you really trust your intuition? They go, hell no, I don't even know what it's telling me. So ask for that now. And tap into also there's a lot of earth energy in this grand sextile, so maybe ask for some understanding and a little more grounded energy so that you can have more of a confident knowing. You and Libra is kind of similar in that area. Trusting your own intuition, it's extremely important, and that will keep you out of the drama, because we know Pisces love drama, and we love Pisces and their drama. That's all I got for you guys, and again, I'm really anxious to see how this energy really all plays out. So if you want to share that with me, please go to my Facebook page, Astro Girl Susie, and write some comments. Leave me some comments on how things are going for you, and the 4 days before and the 4 days after is still going to be, we're still going to be in that energy, so it's kind of cool. And again, historically, I cannot find anything that says that we have been in this exact configuration before. So here we go. Thank you, Uranus, for bringing us to new and different. And if you'd like to know, again, where all of this stuff is falling in your personal chart, you want to contact me at astrogirl12.com. And we will hook up and do a reading, and you can find out more and more and more about all this and how you can best use this energy to create the life that you really want. So thank you guys for watching, and I wish you all a sweet and delicious couple of weeks. So see you later. Bye.